We just start with a very short, cross-legged seat. Hands rest on the knees or the thigh, and then close your eyes. And just take like 2 or 3 deep breaths to settle in, to arrive on the mat, to arrive in your body, and just to get your practice starting. Okay, then we take 3 cleansing or clearing breaths together. It's an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the open mouth. So take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Okay, just 2 more like this. Deep breath in. Letting go. Good, the last one. And a full breath out. Good, and then from here we will join right away in a standing forward fold or Uttanasana at the top of your mat. So make sure to bring the feet hip distance apart. Ground down through all 4 corners of your feet. Bend the knees so that the belly actually touches your thigh, and then holding opposite elbows. Let go of the neck and the head. Just take a moment here to hang. Make sure the shoulders soften. The face is soft. And if you like, you can sway a little bit around, side to side, just moving the upper body. Just right away noticing the shape of your body, just kind of sinking into this shape a little more with every breath, with every exhale. Also noticing how your body feels today, how the backside of your legs feels today. If now maybe you can just lift your sit bones a little bit higher behind you and shift the weight a little bit into the front of your feet to actually help you to lengthen through the backside. And maybe with that you can also soften a little bit more through your upper body. Just taking here 2 more full breaths, hanging even heavier. Good, and just releasing the elbows and bring all 10 fingertips to the ground a little bit in front of you. And then on an inhale, you start to lengthen your spine, and you have the action of the fingertips pulling back towards your feet. So you can even send your heart further forward. On an exhale, opposite, fold in, fingertips push away from you. We'll do this a couple of times. Inhale to lengthen your spine, fingers pull towards the feet, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold forward, Uttanasana, fingers push away from you. One more time, inhale into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold forward, Uttanasana. Good, with your inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, holding here. On your exhale, bend the knees a little more. And then with your next inhale, you rise up. Arms over side, flat back, long spine, reaching all the way up overhead. Exhale to draw the hands down in front of your heart space. Good. With an inhale, arms rise up, you lengthen. Exhale to fold forward through your center. Fingertips to the mat. Inhale, a halfway lift. Fingertips pull back. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back, plank pose. Holding your plank here, make sure you gently spread the fingers. You push down through the whole palm. Legs are straight, shoulders directly over your wrists. So you have straight arms, and you kind of lift yourself up out of your shoulders. You can even create a little round spine here, like a cat position in your plank. Hugging your whole front body towards the back body. Good, and then starting to move a little bit back and forth, like you roll over the ball of your feet to the tip of your toes, back to the ball of your feet, back tip of the toes. We go just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying to the front, deep breath in. Exhale, knees, chest and chin melt down to the floor. Elbows hug in, you gaze forward. Booty nice and high, taking another inhale. A full exhale. Releasing the toes. Inhale to slide forward, baby cobra. Exhale to lower down. Good. Still this action of the hands pulling back. Inhale, chest reach, cobra. Top of your feet push down. Exhale to sink in. One more time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to fold. Over the knees, coming into a child's pose. We take one breath in your child, sinking into the hips, letting the heart melt, but try to keep the arms very active. Palms push down, arms straight. Taking another inhale. On your exhale, you roll up onto all four with a round spine, cat pose. Inhale to lengthen your spine, letting the hips sink back, active child's pose. Taking an inhale here. Exhale to roll up, round spine, cat. Inhale to lengthen, hips sink back and down. Good, and then just going on for 2 more rounds on your own. With an exhale, you come up, all four, round spine. On an inhale, belly drops, chest reach, hips sink back. Last one. Good, then we meet in a child's pose, holding your child's for 1 more breath. Then we add on the round spine, cat. Inhale to lengthen, tuck the toes, hips rise up, down dog. On your exhale, rolling forward, round plank pose. Good, knees down, sitting back, child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale to roll up, all four, round spine. Inhale, belly drops, chest reach, tuck the toes, hips rise back up, down dog. Exhale to roll forward, high plank. Inhale, knees down, child's pose. One more time, exhale to roll up, all four, round spine. Inhale, tuck the toes, belly drops, chest reach, hips rise up. Exhale to roll forward, high plank with a round spine. Inhale, knees down, hips reach back, child's pose. And then coming back up, all four, round spine. Inhale, belly drops, chest reach, tuck the toes, rising up, down dog. Now just holding your down dog for a moment. Maybe you have to adjust a little bit. Maybe you like to add some movements, wiggling a little bit around, or just moving the hips side to side, bending the knees. Just whatever you need to arrive here in your personal down dog. Grounding down for the palms, for the feet. Just letting the head be heavy. 2 breaths. 1 more breath. Good. On an inhale, rolling forward, high plank. On your exhale, heels to the right, left arm up, side plank, Vajrasthasana. On your exhale, coming back, plank. Taking an inhale. Exhale, heels to the left, right arm up, Vajrasthasana. Deep inhale. Exhale, back, plank. Holding plank on an inhale. Exhale, 1 more time, both sides, heels to the right, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, back to center. Hold your plank on your inhale. Exhale, heels to the left, right arm up. Deep breath in. Exhale to come back, plank. With an inhale, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Holding on your exhale. Inhale, heels high, bend the knees, gaze forward. Step, jump or float to the top of your mat. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to rise all the way up, reaching high. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. It's like a chair pose, but with cactus arms and a really back bend, so you'll lift the heart up. Okay, taking another breath in here. On your exhale, you straighten the legs and touch, palms touch in front, you kind of lean back. Good. Inhale, coming back to that cactus chair. Exhale, 1 more time, legs straight, palms touch in front, you lean back. Last one, inhale, chair. Exhale to straighten. Good. Inhale, chair. From your chair on an exhale, you fall forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. At the same time, right leg reaches back into the air behind you. Exhale to drop the foot. Fingertips stay on the mat. Belly touch the thigh, and you don't want to lose this connection. Take an inhale. Exhale to straighten the front leg, but just as far as you can without losing the contact of the belly and the thigh. Inhale, bend to the front knee. Chest reaches forward. Exhale to bend, fold over this left leg. One more round. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen the stretch. Inhale to lengthen. Right hand to the mat. Exhale to step back. Vajradhana, side plank. So roll on the outstretch of the right foot. Step the left foot back. Left arm reach. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, both hands down. Coming back, plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or an up dog. Exhale to come back, down dog. Then directly rising right leg up on an inhale. Knee to nose on your exhale. Holding here, strong with your breath in. Exhale, big step in between the hands. Back knee to the mat, rising the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, all 10 fingertips in front of the right foot. Big step forward, supported warrior 3 with an inhale. Exhale, chair pose, feet to feet. Sinking the hip down, arms rise. Holding here, one deep breath. Make sure you can see the toes and they're relaxed. And then with your next inhale, you rise up, lengthen. Exhale, cactus chair pose. Inhale, arms straight, hands reach forward. Exhale, cactus chair. Holding here on an inhale. Exhale to fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg reaches back into that space behind you. Exhale to drop the foot. Fingertips stay on the mat. Belly connected to the thigh. Inhale to just reach the heart forward. Exhale to straighten the front leg, fold over. 2 more like this. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Good. With an inhale, you lengthen. Left hand stays on the mat, outer edge of the back foot, stepping back, Vajradhana, side plank. Right arm reaches on an inhale. Exhale, coming back, plank. Directly to low plank or knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog with your inhale. Exhale, coming back, down dog. Rising left leg up on an inhale. Knee to nose on your exhale. Holding your position here with an inhale. Exhale to step the foot in between the hands. Back knee to the mat, rising the arms up. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat in front of you. With an inhale, big step forward, warrior 3. Exhale, foot to foot, sinking the hips, arms up. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to hold and sit a little bit deeper back. Weight in your heels. Inhale to rise up, Urdhva. Exhale, hands in prayer, Tadasana. And then bring the hands towards your side. Palms face forward. Just close your eyes here for a moment. Just checking in with your breath. Maybe taking some deeper, slower inhales. And fuller, slower exhales. Just noticing how you feel after this first flows. If there's some warmth, some heat creating on your inside. And then we'll go for the same sequence again, but we add one more thing. So take one more deep breath in through the nose. Full breath out through the mouth. Good. On your inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus chair. Bend the knees, heart lifts even higher. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, legs straight, palms touch in front. You lean back. Inhale, cactus chair. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Right leg reaches back. Exhale, right foot drops. Using the inhale to reach your heart forward. Long spine. Keeping that length when you straighten the front leg on an exhale. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale to straighten the front knee. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to bend. Exhale, stepping back, side plank. Left foot on top of the right. Left arm reach with a deep inhale. Exhale to come back, plank. To low plank. Cobra or up dog with a breath in. Exhale to come back, down dog. Rising right leg up on an inhale. Knee to nose on your exhale. Holding here on a breath in. And then from here you bind right leg around the left. You drop the heel to the inside. And then the left arm rises. Taking an inhale. Exhale to crunch, bend both knees. Left elbow touch the knee and you sink the hips down so you nearly touch the floor. Inhale, control. Straighten just as far as you can do this movement control. Exhale to crunch. One more. Inhale straight. Exhale, crunch. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Roll back to center. Right foot steps in between the hands. Back knee to the mat. Rising the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. With an inhale, big step forward, warrior 3. Exhale, chair pose. Left foot to the right, hips sink, arms rise. Deep inhale. Exhale to sink deeper. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, chair pose with cactus arms. Holding on an inhale, maybe you can lift your heart even higher. Exhale, straight legs, palms touch. Inhale, back, cactus chair. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg reaches back. Exhale, left foot lands. All 10 fingertips on the mat. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to fold over your front leg. 2 more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale to lengthen. Left hand down, right foot steps back on top of the right. Varistasana side plank on your inhale. Exhale, both hands down, lowering down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog with an inhale. Coming back, down dog on your exhale. And then we rise the left leg up on your breath in. Knee to nose on your breath out. We hold strong with an inhale. And then we bind left leg around the right. Heel falls to the inside and you rise the right arm up. Variation of Vajrasthana with an inhale. Exhale to crunch. Like you sit back, you bend both knees. Right elbow touches the knee. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to crunch. One more. Also here, just do it as far as you can control it. Hold it, crunched in an inhale, on an inhale. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Turn hips back and up. Left foot steps in between the hands. Back knee to the mat. Rising the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands top of your mat. With your inhale, big step forward. Warrior 3. Deep breath in. Exhale, right foot beside the left. Sink the hips down. Inhale to rise, chair pose. Exhale to ground the heels. So we're really bringing the weight now into your heels. With your inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. I'm just taking another moment here to feel, to ground down through all 4 corners of your feet, to soften through the shoulders. Just take one more full breath here. On your inhale, arms rise, you lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the mat, your choice. Step, jump, float back, plank to low plank. Cobra or up dog on an inhale. Finding your way back with your exhale. Good, and from here, we find a seated position, so cross-legged. You can jump or step into crossed legs, heels high, bend the knees, and then find your way into a seat. If you have the block, take your block. If you don't have one, you can do it without, no worries. Lowering down to lie on your back. And if you have the block, bring it like sideways between the thigh. And then you really hug it in, squeeze it in. Make sure you can touch the heels with your fingers, shoulders away from your ear, and you kind of wrap the shoulders a little bit together underneath you. With an inhale, supported, or not supported, but with a block, bridge pose, rising the hips up. And now really squeezing block in, pushing feet into the mat. Maybe now, when you're up with the hips, you can wrap the shoulders even closer together underneath you. Taking another inhale. Full exhale. Good. Right leg reaches forward. Back down. Left leg reaches forward. Back down. And then side to side, just in your pace. Right leg. Left leg. Right leg. Left leg. 2 more rounds. Trying to keep your shoulders stable, the hips stable. It's actually just a way that moves from one foot to the other. Good, last one. Right leg, left leg. Good, both feet back down. Push the feet deeper into the earth to lift your hips maybe higher. Another inhale. Exhale to slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. When your whole spine touches the floor, legs up, squeezing block in, hands reach forward, inhale to rise up, Navasana. If you have the block, still with your block. But now, change the position, you can bring it in between the ankles or in between the shins. Holding here, inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, left. Just finding a little bit of movement in your center, a little bit of twisting, side to side. We go for 5, 4, 3, another 2, 1. Good, last one on the left. Inhale, both arms up. If you have the block, take it to the side, cross legs, hands to the front, step, jump, or float back, downward facing dog. Taking 2 deep breaths here. Good, and from here on an inhale, heels high, bend the knees, step or jump into Malasana squat. Hips melt, elbows on the inside of the knees to gently push them to the outside. Long spine, take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, left foot, big step back. And now, these front toes are already a little bit towards the outside, so you can even roll on the outer edge of the front foot. Bringing back knee down, right hand inside of this knee, and very gently pushing a little bit against that knee to open the hip more. Maybe you can even straighten the right arm. At the same time, of course, you lean a little bit back with a long spine. Staying here for 2 or 3 breaths. Option to bend the back knee. Right hand holds the back foot, and you bring it in here. Or even sinking down onto the forearm. We have a last breath. Good, and slowly letting go of the back foot. Hands on your mat. Placing front foot flat on the mat and then stepping back forward, Malasana. Sinking hips down. Just noticing if you can feel a difference from the right hip to the left. Take another breath in. Exhale, hands down, right foot steps back. Also here, front toes are a little bit to the outside. You roll onto the outer edge. Place the back knee on the mat. Left hand inside of this knee to push a little bit against it. Maybe you can straighten the left arm by leaning back. Holding here, down on the forearm, or with the back leg in. Noticing how this side of your hips feel. Just taking a last full breath. Good, and gently letting go of the back foot. Hands to the mat, back leg straight, inhale. Exhale to step it forward. Sinking hips down, Malasana for a last breath in. And then from here on an exhale, you just let the sit bones sink. You roll onto your back and hug the knees in. Finding some movements. A little bit side to side. or small circles. Just whatever feels good here. Good. If you feel like a plow pose, you can also add here plow, legs straight up, gazing up, and then bringing feet back behind you. You can always support with the hands in your lower back. So taking 2 or 3 breaths here. Good, and then very slowly rolling back down. When the whole spine is back on your mat, you wrap the right leg around the left. Hips go over to the right side of your mat, and then the legs fall over to the left. Arms, like in a T shape, they reach both into opposite directions. Head wherever it's comfortable in your neck. Just without pushing or pulling. So actually it's just gravity that is doing the work here for you. So just let the shoulders melt. Let the knees sink heavy. Last full breath. Good. Knees come back up to center. Releasing the bind and then wrapping legs around the other way, left over right. Hips go over to the right side and knees fall over to the left. Just as far as both shoulders can stay grounded. Arms reach into opposite directions. The gaze, wherever it's comfortable in your neck, can be towards the left side, up to the ceiling, or somewhere in between. So you're just noticing this twist, noticing where you can feel it in your body. Taking a last full breath. And then bringing the knees back to center. Hugging them in again to neutralize through the lower back and the hips. If you like to add here a last happy baby, feel free to do so, grabbing outside of your feet, and then open the legs. Good, and then from here, we'll come into Shavasana. For this Shavasana in the midday, you can choose from different variations. You can either bring the soles of your feet together, and letting the legs come down like this, arms wherever it's comfortable. You can also just straighten the legs like a very usual, normal Shavasana. Or if you like to invert and going for Viparita Karani or legs up the wall, you can also move yourself to the wall with a blanket or a pillow, maybe underneath the hip, underneath the sacrum, and then bringing legs up here. Wherever you found your position for this Shavasana, just closing your eyes and soften. Just letting your whole body weight drop. Feeling the floor underneath you. Just letting go more and more. And we'll add here right away a short meditation as you're lying in your Shavasana. So actually the body has this moment to completely soften, to find balance, to reset, actually gain new energy, fresh energy. And just noticing for a moment your physical body, the shape of your body. And how about just relaxing a little more? You can actually sink in a little more. Just like you sink through this physical layer, the skin, the bones, the muscles. And the more you sink, the more you arrive in the next layer, which is actually like a matrix of energy, your whole energy field. Just noticing any sensations there. Maybe you can feel any tingling. Maybe you can feel somewhere a lot of energy, somewhere less energy. Maybe it's just kind of neutral and you can't really feel anything. Just observing, noticing. And then through this layer of energy, we sink a little deeper and arrive in the mind. And just for a moment, observe if there's any thoughts, any stories showing up. Maybe any things that come up again and again. Maybe just for this moment you can also notice the quality of those thoughts. Like if there's very useful thoughts that remind you about something. Or is it more thoughts about something that happened, about this morning, or the future? And just kind of letting them do its things, those things. And by simply surrendering to this active mind, you drop a little deeper where you find any emotions or feelings. Noticing any sensations there. And as you simply accept and surrender to anything that you can feel, you sink a layer deeper, where you arrive by the one that is observing all this. Just the one that can see the body, that can feel, that can see the feelings, that can see the thoughts, that can actually observe all of this happening. And just take this last minute to just kind of lay back, like in a chair on the beach. You just hang there peacefully and observe. Maybe by just hanging there and observing, you can sink towards the last layer. Just this most inner space within you, where there is just joy and peace. It's a place full of love. Taking a deep inhale, and then an open mouth exhale. Maybe even when now you come back layer by layer into the physical shape of your body and start to move and wiggle around, you can just keep this connection towards that inner space. And then now maybe stretch. Hug the knees in and roll onto one side of your body. And just giving yourself the time to come back into a comfortable, seated and upright position. Good, and placing the hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra, bowing the head down, and thanking yourself for practicing, and just for having yoga in your life, for doing yourself something good, for moving, breathing, and creating this awareness, this consciousness. And maybe you can just keep that connection to this place of observing, to this place of peace and joy throughout your day. Namaste.